It's the Cable
Some good cards here, huh? Ragavan, Gaia's Cradle, Archon. I think I'm going to take Archon. It's a good card. Could win some games. Into Psychic Frog, please. Oh, did I tell y'all I'm going to see Halloween next week? Fucking Beast in Black is coming through. And I guess Halloween's touring with them. The only reason I've heard, like, any Halloween at all is because some of chat recommended them when I was making a power metal playlist. I would take the Shallow Grave just to make sure I have some ways of rebuying the Archon, but the Occult would be pretty solid otherwise. But yeah, we're very excited about Beast in Black. One of those bands that me and my wife have just listened to infinitely. Yeah, I'm not predicting an Emperor wheel. And he's gone. Ooh, the Troll and a Life Death. We're going to take this Life Death. Very nice to be able to reanimate your Archon and not lose it, of course. Yeah, Psychic Frog is one of the better reanimator cards you can have. Just a threat, this independent threat that needs to be answered. And then also a dope discard outlet. And, like, keeps your graveyard from being vulnerable to opposing reanimation effects. We'll grab this Lorien Revealed. Maybe get some good mana. Daze and Inquisition, I think I'm going to take the Daze. Are Michael Kiske and Kai Hansen back? Let's see. They toured with them in 2017. I can take this Winter Night Stories. Doomsday wouldn't be a bad backup plan, but it's, I don't know. It's good, but I'm not really in the mood for it. Woodfall Primus would be an okay backup reanimator, but I'm going to take this Stories. This little draw spell. Why Daze over Inquisition? I think it'll win me more games than Inquisition. Like, both are great with Frog, right? Like, you Inquisition, and then you slam Frog on two, and they're both just excellent in that spot. But yeah, free spells. There's also a few more cards that do something like Inquisition. Well, there's only one real Daze. Hey, Chaos, thanks for 42 months there. Appreciate the Prime. CZ, time to give Caleb the Bezo bucks. Hell yeah. Wheels not looking amazing. Yeah, apparently Kiske and Kai were playing in their most recent album and stuff and touring around and such. You've been disappointed in Super Shredder so far? Yeah, I've seen it be kind of mopey. I had one opponent get it, like, kind of large, and then I just bounced it. Hey, Blue Doc, thanks to the Sob, thanks to the 23 months. Oh, go ahead and fire it off, Whiskey Weasel. So you could take Tarn or Monk's Diamond. Monk's Diamond a little bit worse in Reanimator than usual. Chain of Smog does pair with our Sedgemoor Witch, if we wanted to have that combo in the deck. And then there is a Shallow Grave for this Emrakul, which could line up well. Kind of leaning towards the Tarn, but I'm going to think for a sec here. Potential Oko Splash. Collective Brutality is a discard outlet. Xander's Lounge for my fetches to grab. And then this Mana Leak here. I think I'm going to grab this Mana Leak. A little Bowmaster action. Show and Tell tempting. I'm certainly more tempted by Chrome Mox than that Mox Diamond that I passed. But yeah, I'm going to take the Bowmasters. Has Dave returned? Thoughtseize action. There's a fetch going around, but we can pass it. Thoughtseize, of course, the best discard effect for Reanimator. Occasionally you will self-discard. Nice to have that functionality. Being able to hit expensive answers like Force of Will and Solitude is really nice too. Which Inquisition and such might miss. Or sometimes Thoughtseizing their best creature and then Reanimating is a winning line. Though currently none of our reanimation effects can do that. There's a Vista there. I think I'm into it. Maybe wheel one of these black cards. Are there any new Strixhaven cards? I'm excited to try in Vintage Cube. I think I noted one when I was like going through stuff, but I don't remember what it was at all. Is this What Do We Do with a Drunken Sailor? No, it's Oro Se Duplicate Ballet. Looking at this Cavero Mind Bitten, it's kind of reasonable. I think I like it over the stock up. Stock up solid, of course. What happens on 365 out of 365? Oh, man. Just, oh, God, I couldn't even. I could not even. Yeah, you don't even want to know. That's what day 365 is going to be like. I don't know what I like here. Grab another discard outlet. Hack doesn't seem especially good. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Whiskey Weasel thinks that's $6.90. Friendly reminder for Americans, now's a good time to start your taxes if you haven't yet. Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, I always start the next year's taxes on April 15. Get really ahead of things. I kind of dig this Fatal Push, but I guess I'll take the Smog combo. Oh, I passed that Xander's Lounge, so it would have made the mana a little bit better, but I might need this Brutality. And then again, Show and Tell is good with the Archon. If I had Show and Tell and Shallow Grave, then the Emrakul starts to look juicy. I'm going to take the Chrome Mox. Dave is loafing so hard, he's wonderful. Yeah. Apparently my wife had to like time his afternoon walk around like the rainstorms and stuff. Hello, Black Lotus. Yeah, the Reanimate in the Water Grave would be excellent, but the Black Lotus is probably still better, even though this deck doesn't use it very well. And this way we prevent somebody else from having it. Kind of important. So Counterspell would be great, but I'm going to take this Undercity Sewers so the Tarn and the Lorien Revealed have something to grab. Kind of running out of stuff for that. Currently, I think I'm playing this Overlord, but I think there's a solid chance he gets swapped out at some point in this pack. Drinking Mage for Lotus, almost interesting. Lockmare's been fine for my opponents. I'm going to take this Nethergoyf, I think. Kind of a mediocre pack. Does Jar work in Reanimator? Sort of. It's good with the Bowmasters. It's just kind of an expensive card. Maybe it's better with the Lotus here. Ooh, Necromancy. Yeah, the Vamp and the Narset would be interesting, but I kind of need this Necromancy, I think. Some of that there, consistency there. Chain of Smog combo. We could Smog combo turn 1, right? If we drew Lotus, Chrome Mox, Chain of Smog, Sedgemoor Witch, and an untapped land. It's not very likely, but... Is this Mystical Tutor good? I think it's quite good. You can find a discard outlet. You can find Life Death. Yeah, what else would we want? Dave's like, are you doing something interesting? No, I'm sorry, bud. Jace maybe gets better with the Black Lotus, but I think it's still worse than the Voidwalker. Baragorf looking pretty excellent here. There's a Witherbloom. Meh. Yeah, you could play like a single forest for the Vista and play that offland and... Oh, the Reanimate came back. Nice. And the Counterspell. Whereas Bone Shard's better. I think Counterspell's better. It's a late Solitude, too. I kind of don't know what's going on. All the good cards are wheeling. Are you a psycho for wanting Fire Covenant? I'm not splashing red for Fire Covenant. Yeah, I like Supplier with the Hagak, but it's pretty miserable otherwise. And the Gravecrawler is only really good with Supplier. The Nether Wave kind of depends on if I want to play this Hagak or not. Because if I do want to play it, then I do want like other random creatures that I can tap together to cast it. And Nether Wave stats aren't bad. I think Force Negation is going to get cut from the main deck just because we're a little low on blue cards anyway. If my opponent's doing spell-based combo, we can board it in. Which means I guess I'm cutting him, which I do like with the Voidwalker, but maybe that's fine. Yeah, I think Dave was napping a bit too much earlier. He's all napped out. I really want to install a doggy door for him so he can go outside and explore and roam around when he's bored. 10 blue sources should be plenty. And we have like way more of that for black, right? Jeebus. Does he dig the lawn? No. He mostly runs around and then just like eats random shit off the lawn. He doesn't like dig up holes or anything. That's just what he does when he's about to lay down. They wouldn't have beans either. Oh, really? Yeah, that's like the whole dish. Tomatoes, beans. They added olive oil. There's something to letting them rumble and hope they've been a big fatty that we can necromancy back. Some risk there too, of course. A lot of foods from the Americas spread like wildfire. Beans, tomatoes, peppers, and potatoes. Yeah, but they were talking about the dish being used to celebrate the god Apollo and stuff. I don't know. Just seemed pre-travel to the Americas times. I wonder what they sealed up here. It said its roots was in the classical era, not that it was from then. But, like, none of the ingredients... like, it does... like, some of the ingredients would have to, right? Europe had beans, just different beans? Gotcha. Hey, buddy. He's like, why can I not sit on your lap? I'm sorry, dude. We got a little dog looking at me very pleading like. Got me. Very surprised I didn't try to Tideminder here. Maybe they're saving it for this. We were discussing Days vs. Inquisition during the draft portion, and Inquisition would have ended up working there, but only because we ripped the Black Lotus, right? If we hadn't ripped Black Lotus, then the Days looks a lot better. That said, I think I'll cut the Days for him to Turok here on the draw. Oh yeah, absolutely, Whiskey. Thanks for the reminder. We have a song request from Whiskey Weasel. The track by Boris. If you thought he's first, the hymn's more likely to hit a land. Almost like keeping them. We're like 4 mana towards casting it and drawing 3. I guess I'll bin it. Might regret it. I don't have 4, right? Just artifacts, sorcery, but it's a 4/5. Oh, maybe because it's counting itself in the graveyard. Yeah, I am. Well, okay. I really don't want to play this Urborg because it makes that mana confluence not painful. And right now, I think that mana confluence is on my side. But it's got 2 in hand. We know that one of them is a Tidebinder. Can't do anything about this Jace flipping. Upticking. Okay. Thought there was a chance they would just downtick on Bone Shards and hope that that would work out. Thought they might block with Tidebinder there. Sure. Looks like we need another creature, huh? Yeah, no creatures to get back here, but it does add an instant to the graveyard. Eating that bill. There's some value in that. Yeah, I don't think you can Tidebind getting Nether Goyf back from the graveyard. Yeah, this track is kind of triggering my tinnitus. I'm gonna just skip along, sorry. Hmm. Hmm. I think we're just going to Mystical Tutor for that draw 3 again. I don't think our deck has a clean answer to an Uro if one ever gets into play. They are very close to having the mana, too. They're just missing a green or a blue source over there. Yeah, I'm supposed to grab Mana Leak here. Trying to keep my Nethergoyf large. Down tick, bring back Dam, sure. It's pretty good. Does Nethergoyf come into play untapped? Don't think it says that. I could just Necromancy Hagak and then flashback Winter Night Stories, which is very tempting. The other line is to bring back Nethergoyf and then Necromancy the Frog. And then we'd have... I would need 5 out of the graveyard. I could do that. Could do... Oh, no, the Nethergoyf's got exile stuff to rebuy, that's right. Doesn't really work. Okay. The thing is, we're just like very close to casting this Archon, which would be pretty sick. We still have a land drop this turn. So a land drop would give me up to 6 mana. 7, 8. You can click creature card and bin the Voidwalker, even though it's very tempting to just run the Voidwalker out this turn. Bin the Archon, run the Voidwalker out. I think this is slightly better. We'll see. They do still have that Tidebinder, which matches up pretty well against an Archon of Cruelty. Yep, kind of expected this from the Jace. Yeah, I kind of just see myself losing to this Uro now. I guess if I played the Voidwalker, then I'd have a Bone Shards to chuck at the Uro by sacking the Voidwalker. That'd be a lot better, huh? Too bad there's no shared types in here. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Get Stash, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 78 months. Appreciate you. Damn. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that they would Titanbinder. Counter that. They might just be fine trading so they can just rebuy the Uro again. Because they have the cards. Losing the Collective Brutality is a big bummer. If I play the Archon, they just counter the trigger with the Tidebinder, and the Archon doesn't do anything. Huh. I don't understand that. Oh, they thought I was going to counter the Nethergoyf. Safekeeper, one unknown in hand. It's an interesting attack. Kind of wonder if they have an edict for me. Like, it looks tempting for me to trade, so my edict is better, but what if their plan is that they have an edict for me? Does it answer the Archon here? I'm just going to take the damage. Nope, I guess they did not have an edict for me. Some interesting cards in the bin there. I guess I'm supposed to trade. You wonder which 6/6 that draws a card is better. I mean, if theirs draws me an answer, then if theirs draws them an answer, then it's clearly better. Looks like that didn't happen, though. I think the Tar Pit should also be serving. But I can't get rid of the Uro this turn. I guess they just bring it back, but them bringing it back is better than... Oh my. Yeah, we just have a win anyway. And then we can play the Chain of Smog and blink it again. Cool. We made it to a finals, which is good, because that's when you start getting prize. All right. Oh, wait, no, we didn't. That was still another quarters. I got ahead of myself once again. Got a little excited. This is round 1. You got to win the round 1 so you can lose the round 2 and get no prize. You'd have never got that. I mean, I would have fired off India, and then it would have showed me south, west from India, and I've been like, okay, I've got to fucking shift continents, I guess. And then I think I would have gotten to South Africa within a guess or two after that, if left to my own devices. Yeah, I like the little compass giving you a hint. Ooh, hello. So we could make a frog and a Hagak this turn. Or we can make a frog and hold up counterspell. Let's do the frog Hagak thing. It's like not a bad turn 2, right? I've seen worse turn 2s. We'll see if it's good enough. Sometimes red has an issue dealing with frog. They kind of need a second burn spell now on the frog, and then they still have a Hagak to deal with. Fury pitching firebolts. That's cute. So like a firebolt wouldn't have been good enough. I just would have discarded 2 cards. Gets to connect. So that card blocks none of my things. Oh, I guess it chumps Hagakam. I'm gonna do this. A little bit more info, if nothing else. Why didn't they start with Fury? I think they were kind of hoping I would just let the frog die. Yep. Ooh, I'm once again gonna bring in him. I'm gonna mull this. Well, that's a little bit better than Chain of Smogging myself, which was my original plan here. I would not chain them, hoping they chain me back. No, I had an opponent do that before, which I thought was wild. Because if I had just like not chained them back, they would have lost and just not been able to do anything. So if I wanted to bend my hand, I could just eat this boo. Just saying. I'm not going to in this case because I want to reanimate an Archon, but Psychic Frog does just kind of rock boo. And I still draw a card. Not bad. Frog's messed up. Frog's really fucking good. I'm glad we drew it this game because I don't think my turn 2 Archon would have been good enough against the Minskin Boo without it. Cool. Well, now we got ourselves a finals. I don't think I can self-Thoughtseize Hagak and turn 2 Necromancy it and like have that win. So I'm just gonna hope they've got something better. I hope they got something better to snag over there. Hey, AMUC, thanks for the sub, thanks for 47 months. Almost 4 years! Wow, turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Necromancy it would have actually beaten this hand. I would have just fucking won if I'd had any balls at all. The issue if I'd Necromancy their Emperor Bones is that they dismember it. I might just take the Emperor Bones anyway, because it's an obnoxious card for me to play against. If I found something fun to Necromancy, then I might Mana Leak this, but I'm just going to let it resolve. We'll save the leak for something more important. Hard to imagine they kept a one-lander, right? I think this just gets countered, but that's okay. We're just countering each other's draw spells here. Gross. Yawgmoth's Will is very interesting. Okay, I think we know their whole hand. The clamp plus all these tokens is a little annoying. This is probably worse than doing it instant speed, such that the Jace couldn't bounce it too conveniently. Well, it's a good Torsten trigger. I think I'm gonna lead on Supplier. And fire off the Hagak here. I think we're supposed to hold on to this Bitten. Yeah, I was definitely supposed to play the Necromancy at instant speed so that it would die at end turn and I'd get the 7/1/1s. We'd both have 7/1/1s. Right now they can just Jace bounce this, which is poor for me, right? Just terrible. Just the worst play ever made. Worst play ever made so far. Yeah, the fact that I didn't time the Necromancy to sack the Torsten is irking me. Like, I literally did that line earlier this league and talked about it and stuff. I believe so, Real McMahon, yeah. Oh, this is really bad for me. Oh, he's going for the win. Yeah, my Necromancy target timing was such a punt. 7 more 1/1s make the game a lot closer, So I thought that they were going to Jace bounce their Snapcaster so they would snap flash the Torsten again. Is what I was expecting out of their turn. Scavero, copy Emperor Bones. 2 mana, copy Barrowglaive. Have that serve in. Yeah, just cashed in on a lot of value and didn't really get anything out of it besides, like, leave myself not dead on board. Which isn't great. If I'd done the correct Necromancy timing, Then the 7/7 would have been in the graveyard for me to copy again here, too. Would have just been... just a much better game. Okay, and they got Xaxes here. Yeah, Narset and Force Negations. Kind of a lot of cards. You could cut Hagak and Stitcher's Supplier, but then I'd have to re-add something. Fucking Memory Jar. Don't really want to cut a blue card when bringing in Force Negation. Maybe Shallow Grave gets cut. Hasn't been great for me so far. Blue-Black Mirror in the finals is kind of wild. I kind of wish I could replay the last game without the punt, see how it plays differently. I might have still been not favored, but the opponent wouldn't have been able to finish the game out so aggressive-like. And I could bin the Luring Revealed and play the Hagak here. But then I don't have Force Negation up. Maybe that's fine, You get burned if they untap and cast Flash, I guess. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Unholy Diver, thanks for the 76 months. Appreciate you. Yeah, I might get punished for playing this a little too fast. Could just attack 2, hit him down to 14. And then Force Negation, whatever, and untap and cast the gank. The nice thing about getting the Hagak down this turn is that they don't have the mana to Jace bounce it. Toxic, X equals 8. That's a fucking bummer, That's a bummer and a half. Staring at this Force Negation with 2 islands. Well, I guess we play at Fuck. Yeah, I just don't have very many answers to an Emperor Bones. Oh my god. He's having soft little puppy dreams. I don't know if you can hear him yipping. But he does that when he's asleep sometimes. Well, bummer. Still got something back for my efforts. Let's get one more draft in. You hope he catches that mailman? Yeah.